After our recent dip into the new Netherlands region pack, we are now heading up with high-rises, high-density offices, high-density commercial, and high-density residential. The question is our city ready for such an influx of people and businesses, or is this a disaster waiting to happen? Let's find out. If you enjoy my videos, then please subscribe. Maybe I'll get to 1 million subs one day, and then grab a cup of tea. Sit back and relax as we dive into Teasmania. And just before we do that, here's a word from our sponsor, NordVPN. Hugo's back, and he needs to find the ultimate tea recipe, which is going to be a challenge. Deep within the heart of London, an underground vault contains the prize he seeks, the most well-kept secret of all, the perfect tea bag. But when he tries to connect to the secret server mainframe, he realizes that he could be tracked. No problem at all. Hugo remembers that with NordVPN, he's protected from snoopers, dangerous websites, and can enjoy his content no matter where he is. Excellent. Now Hugo can head home and enjoy the perfect cup of tea. Thanks NordVPN. Yes, the internet can be risky, but with NordVPN, you can keep your data locked down tight. Be sure to use my link at nordvpn.com/Biffa, which gives you 4 bonus months free with every purchase of a 2-year deal. Plus, it's risk-free because you have a 30-day money-back guarantee too. So this is the area that I'm aiming to fill today. We have a lot of needs, which hopefully we're going to take care of by using high-density residential, high-density commercial, high-density office, as well as making it look nice and having access. We've got trams and all sorts. What I want to do is prepare for the influx of citizens that we're going to get. And the first thing is to add access to this highway. So this highway junction goes out of the city in all different directions, and it all heads down to this roundabout, which has already become, I mean, it's okay now, but at the end of the school day, everybody's leaving the university. We get quite a bit of traffic there. So I'd like to add another little junction on here to help people get in and out. Yeah, I've just realised that's not really going to help them when they're coming into the city, because you'd need the the connection on this side. But if they're leaving, it means they can go up there and they can come around this way, and it will certainly do something for the traffic, I am sure. Let me just adjust this little bit here a little bit better. Do we have the picker key left? No, it's not working, so we have to press the whole thing down here. Let's picker that, and we'll get this connected up to here just a little bit better. There we go, excellent. We'll remove a couple of trees that are in the way. We'll turn that around. Boink and boink. There we go, very good. And then I want to just add an extra lane on here for helping people to leave. So if we do that, there we go. And then we just need to move these trees back. There we go, so we've got a lane for leaving, then we'll do the same on the other side, a lane for merging. There we go, fantastic. That should be good. So that will help anyway, people getting in and out. And then this little bit up here, we do have traffic lights on there. I am just going to remove those. I don't think we're going to need them. And then we're going to use the traffic mod, the lane connector tool, and we're just going to make this one not go left, but just go right. There we go, and this one goes, yep, there and there. Excellent, that'll be good. And then coming down here, well, we'll leave that as it is. I don't think it's going to be too busy. Okay, cool. Right, so what do we need to add in here next to be ready for the influx of people? Well, we do have a tram, as you can see, that runs all the way around here. I don't believe we have many tram stops. That's the other thing. So let's grab this. Oh, we do have tram stops pretty much all over the place. Well, that's good. Well, let's make sure our line is going to those. It is, yeah, excellent. Yes, I did have a few comments about this road, about why it's not working correctly. Let me just go back and see what those comments were, and then we're going to fix our road build road. So the comment from Master Cho said basically these medians are not big enough in the middle. This tram is also only going one way, so I think what we're going to do is just maybe increase the median this side, which I think is going to be this one. one. Yeah, there we go. So the tram will move over. Don't worry about that. That's edited all of them. And then the stop will go on this side, which makes much more sense. Let me have a look at the connection. There we go. That's fantastic. Off you go. So hopefully all of these are connected to the correct side. Yep, that's good. And then I'm hoping what we can do is add a crossing right by, I'm going to do it either side of where these stops are. Do I want traffic lights on there? I'm going to leave traffic lights on there. I would think you'd want it to be safe. We want it to be friendly for pedestrians. Let us do that. So you can get to your stop. Yeah, I'm going to try and move the stop into the center of these sections. Is it actually going to let me do that? Grabbeth the stop, moveth the stop, placeth the stop in the center. Yeah, brilliant. Let's just do that for the other ones as well. That is pretty much almost in the, almost in the center anyway. Yeah, and this one, we can just sort that one out. Wait, what? Yeah, everybody's happy. Cool. Now, what I'm also wanting to do is have a central park of sorts and have this tram come in and stop there. So we've got this sort of extra detailed tram stop that we've got over here, which I really like. And I'd like to do something similar. Man, people are really using these trams. And then that all comes down to over here where we've got the roundabout tram park area with the stops that then takes everybody into the tram route that goes all the way down there. So I'd like to make something nice in the middle here, and I'm just trying to think what would be good right in the middle of our new built up area. Well, how about we spend some of our points that we've got? Let's go into here, and is anything that could be interesting that we could use? How about a gas power plant? No, we won't do that in the middle of the town. Hospital's going to be pretty big. Universities, we don't need any more at the moment. City Hall, we're going to unlock that. Hopefully we get more than one. I don't know. Central Bank, that's going to be too big for now. Trams we're sticking with. Tourist attractions. What are we going to get? If we go tourist attractions, if I click the right button, we're going to get some huge items, which are not all. The Modern Art Museum, 1.2 million. Now that could be nice. We've got 8 points left. Maybe that. What does the... Oh, here we go. Yes, we've got a few options on the City Hall. So we've got the big one, which comes with the game. Pretty big. Let's put it where we can see it. There we go. Pretty big. We've got the French City Hall. No. We've got the Japan City Hall. Not quite so grand. We've got this City Hall, which is what we just looked at. We've got the Chinese City Hall, which is huge. Oh, good grief. We've got the E City Hall. This might be the one that we go for. It's got a lovely front and the China. Oh, I like this one too. Ooh, I think. What's this one here? Central Bank. No, we're going to be going for this one. I like that. So we're going to have that in the center with a park. And the one I'm thinking of doing is, so we've already used the Grand City Plaza in there. We've got the Community City Park, which is really good. I like that. So I'm thinking maybe let's just grid this out and then let's put those two items in and see what it looks like. There we go. Just a basic 6x6 grid just to see how this can go. And what we're going to do is let's just have a look at the size of this again. So I'm thinking that should... Does it actually fit in the middle of a... Oh, wrong one. Oh, no, it doesn't. I've got Anarchy on. I thought that was going to fit perfectly. How about if I place it anyway and let's just see if we can make it fit. Let's put all the filters back on again and grab that. Do you know what I'm going to do is round the outside, I'm going to downgrade to an alley, which is going to go out a bit like that. So it's going to make the other grids that are nearby, but that sort of fits in perfectly, doesn't it? Is that lined up bang in the middle? I think if we do that looks right, doesn't it? Now, I would go pedestrian streets around there, but we know then what happens is they don't get their needs fulfilled to do with policing and all that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm liking that as a good start. Okay, then I want to make the trams come in here. So I wanted... Let's grab back to these roads again. So these roads that are coming up and down here, I'm going to connect that. Let's just do it there first. 90 and 90. So these two I want as one way up and down. So if we grab 2-lane roads, which way are we going to go? We're going to go up this way. Yeah, am I going to get trams up and down here? That is the question. Let's find out. So I want trams to get in here somewhere so they don't have to go up and down this whole thing. And in fact, we're probably going to delete those two. Somewhere in the front here would be good. So as it comes round this way, I almost feel like I want it to go up this way now and down that way, because then it's going to skip that one. Yeah, let me just turn these all around the other way. Yeah, there we go. And then we add our tram line coming in. So I want this to be one-way tram track off-road. That is not the one, is it, that I want? No, I never know which one it flipping is. Two-way tram track, this one here, because we've got all these additional ones that have been added with mods. So that's going to go right down the middle of the road. That's without power lines. Doesn't let me add that one. Okay, we're going to go with this one, and it's going to come up to there and then come back out again. Is that connecting okay? It is. So that will be removed, and then it's going to basically come into here. So if I could just draw those... Yeah, so that's going to connect to there and go through. How many of these can I do and how close can they be? No, let's leave... Actually, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go from this one. I want to get it right in the middle. Let's turn that off. Right in the middle. Yeah, I'm going to go there. Delete. Thank you for your service. Then we're going to go there. And then can we get another one up here? Yes. So we've got 3 tram stops in there. Fantastic. So then let's upgrade that, that, and that. What? So why doesn't that like it? Oh, okay, there we go. That's fine. And then that down there. No. That one, that one, that one. This one, this one. We had that already, didn't we? Why? Why? Oh, it's like, where are you going to put it? Like that. Okay, you've got to put your cursor in just the right place. You would think in the middle. No, it needs to be on the side. Everybody happy with that? Yeah, I felt like I added the wrong one up here, but we seem to be okay. Good. Crossings a go-go. Yeah, we're definitely going to be deleting. I'm going to say all of those to keep the trams moving. Excellent. Same on this side. Very good. And here and here. Brilliant. So we can do some work on that. That means this tram stop, this tram line is going to go. So I'll tell you what, before I forget about it, let's actually move this tram stop. This can be our first one right by the park. So we want it on this side. There we go. And that goes all the way around. That is exactly what we want. And then this is a road builder road. So we can't just, at least I don't think, remove that by right clicking. No. So we'll just replace the entire road with something that looks nice, that's the right size. Probably this one. That's going to be too small, which means it's going to have extra lanes. It's going to be this one, which is probably almost just about the right size, and we can upgrade that to make it look almost the same. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. Tram stop thing done. Excellent. Let's finish off then. Oh, there we go. Look, here it comes. It works. It looks nice. Space for decorating. That's good. So we can also add in here. So we've got one there. We could literally have one there, one there, one there, right in the middle. I've got to move that one. It's not quite lining up. There we go. Brilliant. So now we've got to decide what we're going to do in here. So I'm just going around attaching all the roads to the outside connections where they make sense, and any that are a little bit too much of a turn, we'll do things like this. And I don't know how many of these we're going to keep, so we'll sort of see as we build and as we go along. But some of these are definitely going to get... Can you just let me click before... Okay, well, that one ain't going to connect, is it? Yeah, we'll see what happens, because some of these are going to make... Oh, that's an interesting looking junction. Yeah, we'll leave that one. That's fine. We've got a bit of space along the back there. I don't want to connect up to this necessarily, although we will have some way in there so they don't have to travel all the way around. And it seems like this roundabout would be the best place to do it. We'll see once we get there. Right, this is what we're going to go with. I've removed some of the connections that are too close to the outside that looked a bit weird, and I think this looks okay to me. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to pause and I'm going to just zone some stuff in. We're going to let it grow in. I'm under no illusion that we've got no commercial demand at all at the moment. Office demand is going to disappear very quickly, and I'm sure our high density residential demand won't last long either, but we're going to sort of see how things go and take it a bit at a time. I'm just thinking actually for the commercial around here, we could go with some urban promenade mixed housing just to mix things up a bit. No pun intended. If we sort of went 3 back like that all the way round, there's something interesting around the park, and then just built on the top of that. So yeah, I'm going to do some zoning, then we're going to just see what happens. Okay, things aren't looking too bad so far. Let's just zoom out a little bit and take a gander at what we've got. So we do have some more zoning in here, which hasn't appeared yet, I think. Let's just refresh that. Yeah, so when we get some commercial demand and stuff back, that might help. I'm just wondering whether with our taxation, let's have a look, 12 to 20%, could we keep an eye on this figure down here? I'm going to knock this down a couple of notches. There we go. We're still making money. Let's just see if that helps increase our commercial demand, and we can also add some more offices in as well along here. Yeah, unfortunately these gaps, oh, there is smaller ones that could fit in there, so we'll just leave that, keep going. That's good. We're going to want some parking and such around here as well. Let's just have a look at our parking options. So we've got these ones from the Netherlands pack, which I quite like. So that sort of building with a section out the back, small, medium, and super huge. But these ones here, actually, I think would be quite good if we just sort of pop a couple of those around the place. So maybe one over there. Let's find somewhere else we could fit one of these in. Maybe next to this building there. That looks good. I like that. And then I maybe want one more down here, but we'll go for something a little bit different just to sort of mix things up a bit. Multi-level car park. I just don't like the look of those. Small parking buildings. They could be quite good. Let's maybe have... yeah, let's use that little section there. We'll have one there. Oh, we could fit one out the back here, I think. If it lets me do it. There we go. Excellent. And then these sort of low-level ground ones, we've got small parking that we could fit some about the place like this. Just a couple of little places, and we could definitely get some parks in some of these as well. We will come back and we'll do like a decorating pass at some point. But let's have a look. City parks is what I'm looking for. We've got like these small ones, all perfect for little spots like that. These which are a little bit larger, which... is there anywhere we could squeeze one in? This little corner here, I think would be absolutely perfect for something like that. What about over here? I want to use this space. Passage park, too big. Small plaza. Yeah, let's go for that. Go on the outskirts. And then hopefully, as we get some more demand, here we go. We've got some more high-density residential demand. That will start filling in as well. I think we've taken all of our high-density. Okay, well, let's pop some more in. What haven't we used yet? I don't think we've done any of these. So let's take... we're going to have a block there, and we're sort of going to overlap it and do another one there. So I'm quite enjoying this sort of mix and match approach. Just sort of see what you get, mix a few buildings up, and hopefully we'll get a reasonable sort of skyline-ish out of it. We could move some stuff around. And don't forget, a lot of these are going to upgrade as time goes by. We are getting some traffic. Now, we did expect that. Here we go. Yeah, coming down the highway. Yeah, they're just coming straight underneath the highway, which makes sense. Not an abundance of taxis. We have some, but not a huge amount. I could do with more lanes coming through here, couldn't I? I bet that lane... oh, autosave. Let's have a quick sip of tea while we think about our lanes. Yeah, let's do a little bit of lane management here. We're going to grab this road, and I want to upgrade that to an asymmetrical larger road. 8 lane, 6 lane asymmetrical. What will that give us? Oh my giddy aunts. That will give us a heck of a lot of lanes, particularly if we go this way. Yeah, very good. And this lane is like not deciding what they're going to do. So we're going to just help these along with the lane connector tool. Oh, okay, I see. So that is coming back around there. That's fine. Then we've got 2 lanes for going straight on. And then we've got this lane here isn't doing anything. Oh, that's just too many lanes. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Let's find a smaller one. We don't really need that one. 5-lane asymmetric. Yeah, this will be better. Let's slide that in. There we go. That's it. So that one goes round. Those two go straight on. That's fine. Hey, big city. More points, more things, more stuff. Excellent. And, oh, Pinfall Palace, Inner Vista. Very good, very good. So we'll let all of this go. So some of those are going left. Quite a lot of those are going left. Okay, we'll just let this run down anyway. It's not unexpected traffic. What I am going to do is remove some of these traffic lights that we've got all the way around the edge where these other roads join. We don't need so many. If we want to add some more in as time goes by, we shall do that, and we'll work on what the roads look like. Oh, there we go. That's what they're doing. They're going down here, round the roundabout, up here, and then coming along the top. I actually don't mind that at all. Very good. And they're using the left lane to go in, and then they will disperse. Now, the one thing that we didn't actually add in here, which I particularly unlocked and then immediately forgot, was the administration building. So our city hall, which one were we going to go with? The modern city hall is so big, but that would fit in there perfectly opposite that. This was the one, the EE City Hall. It fits in there almost perfectly. I just had to remove the trees off the side. But overall, I just love the colour scheme. And I think that just looks fantastic opposite the park down here. I'd like to change out this sort of, it's very dull grey, isn't it? I mean, we've got lots of surfaces that we can choose from. Brick surfaces, as long as we're using... I pick one of these. Where's my upgrade tool? Ooh, do we have a mod issue? We're back. We've got the area bucket mods. I just want to try out something a little bit different. Oh, good grief, that is green. That's like got moss around it, and it's so mossy that when you're at a distance, it looks extremely wow. Okay, some of these are very interesting. Let me go through and see if I can find something that I actually like. Ooh, I like this one. It all lines up nicely and looks cool. Maybe that one there. Ooh, maybe this one here. Oh, hello. It hasn't got the colours, but I like the fact that it's got a little bit of extra something in there that makes it stand out. Maybe. Yeah, I think it's going to be this one. I'm liking it. Can we upgrade the surface on here as well, just to sort of tie them together? What if we just do this little bit in between to get a bit of a pattern going on? Yeah, not that. This one. Oh, I'm liking that. It's tying it together. And then is there something in here we could upgrade that wouldn't mess things up? I think that's all part of the asset. I don't want to do the whole thing around the outside. Could we use the other one? Oh man, it just messed the whole thing up. Fantastic. Thank you. Actually, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Now it's got rid of this bit here. I think I might just go the whole thing, the same one. And then we can do some extra detailing around there. That looks a lot nicer with the green. Yeah, how are we doing with the building? We're not doing too shabby. There we go, and getting the correct road textures back on again once we've reloaded the game. Looks much better. I'm liking it. We're still getting a lot of traffic of people moving in, but I'm expecting that, so I'm not going to be overly concerned. As things continue to expand, we'll see what we can do. So I think what I want to do, I really want some high density commercial to get in here, but it's not happening, is there? Let's see if there's something else that we can unlock that would give us a nice big building. I'm going to unlock tourist attractions. We've got 19 points. Whether we end up placing any of those, I don't know. Central Bank. I mean, it's just going to give us a huge building, which I don't think we've got the space for. We don't need any of those. I think... Oh, hospital. Yeah, we're going to grab that because we don't have any services at all in this area. In fact, I'm absolutely blown... Yeah, we're going to grab that one as well. I'm actually blown away that we're still managing to power the entire city. How the heck are we managing that? Let's just check in here. We are very close. Okay, well... We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We do have an outside connection, so we could do something about that. Well, let's take a look at what we've managed to unlock. So the parking, we've got underground parking block. That's fine. This one here, underground parking building, which I think actually we need something down here. I'm going to take that away, and that is going to be placed, please, up against there. Yeah, there we go. Nice looking building, nice and low. That fits in well. And then in here we had the hospitals. Well, what's our money like? Oh, we've been spending money like there's no tomorrow. So we don't have access to that yet because we can't afford it, and we can't afford all of these. But we could maybe have a look and think, would one of these fit in here if we unlocked it? Castle, no. This I think. Not that one. Museum of Modern Art. If we can fit that in, like over here somewhere, what do we aim? 1.2 million we need for that one. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to come back into our tax. We are... Oh, I don't want to pop that up anymore. It's actually Kettlewick that was down super low, wasn't it? I think we'll just let the game run for a bit on top speed and get some more money. And while we're doing that, let's just see if we can make sure these have all got proper services here. Yeah, I didn't think of that at all, did I? So, cemetery, we're fine. Plenty of space in there. We built that new one. The medical clinic over here is actually okay. All right, well, we're not going to worry about that then. Fire coverage is good. Okay, police coverage is fine. Excellent. Schools is the thing that I'm going to worry about. So our university here, we have space. Yep, good. Community college, we have space. Elementary school, they're just going to complain about that until the cows come home. Let's find an elementary school that would fit in here and care for some of the needs. So elementary school was the first one, of course. Something that doesn't cost too much, fits in with our high-rise look, and has space. This is the one from the Urban Promenades Pack, the Urban Elementary School, 1,200 student capacity. This is just the one that we want. I'm just thinking where would be a good spot. We've got all of our schools up here. So this little section here would be good if we could make it fit. Let's just do a bit of maneuvering of stuff. Which way do I want that to face? Excuse me. Thank you. I want it to face it that way. Yeah, that'll be good. We can do some decorating, add some paths and things around there. Excellent. And then high school. So that's elementary, university, college, high school. No. Where is the nearest high school? Good grief. It's all the way over there. Yeah, we need to spend some money and get a high school in here too. And there's going to be this modern high school from the MA pack, which I can never remember. Modern architecture, that's it. 1,750 students. So we want the buildings to get shorter the further down here that we get. So I think this one in here, even though that is a street that's coming into here, I think that's just going to fit perfectly. So we pop that to one side like so and spend all of our money. And then any upgrades and things that we need, there is a zone we can pop them in. So that's fine. We've got space for that. So that'll add more things on there. What does that one actually do? Mindfulness. Regulate emotional stress, health and well-being. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. We can afford it. What has this elementary school got? Oh, yeah, that's got the playground. Increases well-being of people nearby. Yeah, and then that's more space if we need it. We will wait and see how those go. And I'm thinking operating districts. Oh, we don't have one. Let's just sort out the operating districts here. So, yeah, this is going to be shrunken. There we go. Concord Dale. Give us a cool name for this area here. So I want this elementary school for only in Concord Dale. I want this high school only for Concord Dale. What else did we add in here? That was it, wasn't it? Yeah, everything else was okay. Yeah, that'll do. Good. Right, I'm going to keep zoning until we've got no more demand, and then we'll see what all this looks like. Once everybody's moved in, we've got a lot of taxis going around this way, coming in, blocking up. Yeah. Oh, do you know what I just thought? We've got one tram that's going a long way. Tram. So it comes down there, up round there, goes down here, in and out of there, and then comes all the way back round again. It would be good to have a tram going in the other direction as well, which unfortunately we've made this all a one-way route. How difficult is this going to be if I change that? So it's going to put trams on both sides of the road. Like that we could make two-way. But how does that work? Do they just get in each other's way? That's not going to work, is it? If I change that to a two-way, we need like a pass in place and stuff like that. Would that work? Okay, look, we can upgrade this to two-way. So let's do this all the way up to there. But what about on here? I mean, it's still got the one-way arrow. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure that is doing anything. It doesn't look like it, does it? I don't think it is. So I need to do the two-way, which we can't do on here because that's going to be a road that we need to... Darn it. And if I upgrade this to two-way, it's going to take up more space. Okay, right. We're going to do it. We are going to do it. So many people waiting on here. I've just widened it. I think I've got them the wrong way round. Let's just edit all of those. So that one's got to go down. And then this one, when the game's updated, has got to go up. Give it a second. There we go. That looks to me like it's correct. Question mark. Yeah, we'll find out. I'm going to continue upgrading. Now we've got the actual size of this to, oh man, this road that I've made, it all started off as a very nice plan, but now to be able to get a stop going in the other direction, we need to make this one 5 meters as well. So let's just upgrade that. It just jumps to 5 meters. That's the only option that we get. Okay, and then I'm not sure what problems that's going to cause as we go round. Let's just have a look. I mean, I think we're okay. I've still left this as one way, up and around, because that's what I want. And that's actually got rid of the glitching that we saw. And it's made the road... No, it's not too wide. This is a different road altogether. Okay, that's good. Right, let me add in stops opposite where we've got all the other stops. Then we can run a route around. There we go, and we'll get that set up. Yep, I think that's it. So if we just then run this route, then we're definitely going to be doubling up on our trams. And I'm really hoping it's going to make a big difference to the traffic. But, you know, we'll see as time goes on. So when it gets down here, if I try and connect it to one of these, it is going to go up and round and then continue on. I mean, I want to do that. I want this to be one way up and down here. So I am going to just go with the crossing over and we're just going to live with it. That's just how it's going to be. It's a quirk of the design that was made by some guy in a committee somewhere, and he was forever mocked about it in the local newspaper, but that's just what happened. Okay, so that's our purple line. So this at the moment is, I'm going to call it the Concordale whatever. And then when you give me some cool names to go with that, then we'll change. So that's this one here. So we've got 7 trams on, no, we haven't got 1 tram on line 3, which is immensely oversubscribed. Although it says 2 on here. Do we not have enough trams? I bet that's what's happening. Okay, we'll look at that in a second. And then this one here, we'll do 4 as well. Okay, where is our tram depot? Okay, we've got the medium tram depot over here. We've got 6 trams, so it's probably going to spit out another one and then tell us we haven't got enough for all the lines that we've got. We can upgrade it. Extra tram track gives you another vehicle, and that is something you need to like snap onto the side, which just isn't going to work for us. So it might mean that we need, hang on, we need to check this as well. It might mean that we need another tram depot somewhere. Don't forget as well, when you set up your lines, to check that you've got tram and not streetcar, which has happened to me before. So we'll just check these. Number 2, cable car. There we go. Or that either. Tram, excellent. And then we'll go down here. CO tram. Yep, okay, that's good. So then let's just see what's going to happen. Hopefully they'll all go out.
A few moments later.
Oh, it's a train depot. Oh, for goodness sake. Biffa, what is your problem? Here's the tram depot. All 10 are going out. We've got some more. Yeah, all 10 are in use. We could upgrade this, more trams, and it just adds onto the side. Perfect. That is what we're going to do, and we're going to see them all going out. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Good, good. Even better. Is that it? We're done. Yep, and there's all the people that have just got out of a tram that stopped in there for some reason. Oh, I bet they were on a cable car. Well, I had no idea what's going on there. We'll come back and check that in a bit. Yep, everything's expanding over here. Traffic is getting better. You've got not enough customers. Well, that'll be because of all the traffic. I feel like I just want to upgrade this at the end here just to help a little bit with a 3-lane. If I can do that as a bridge, this one, just sort of in the middle there, just to give us a dedicated straight on right and left. We'll go with that. This is all okay. Yeah, so we'll let that carry on. Right, okay, I'm going to just zone up some more in here and see if we can get all of this filled up with the demand that we've got. Right, okay, we've finally hit the problem where we've got not enough power coming in. And this has all been with these wind turbines down here. We've got bottlenecks. There's all sorts of things going on. We need to make a decision. What are we going to do? Let's just take a quick look in here. So we know that if we just go with a big gas power plant or something like that, we can just send the power out and make a load of money. We could do the same with a solar power plant, but we'd need 5 points to get there, which we do have. Shall we do that? Shall we do that? Or shall we just bring power in from the outside for the moment? What's that going to give us? 0 to 200. The gas one's going to give us 250. It's going to cost us 650,000. Good grief. They cost us 1.5 million. Eek. Either way, we can't afford to do that. So I think at the moment, we're just going to bring some power in from the outside. We do have this substation from the Netherlands pack, which I really like. And it's nice and small. We're going to add that into there. We're going to take this line and go underground and bring that into that. There we go. Hopefully that'll solve our problem. But also, if you haven't seen, this has got a nice little upgrade, which is the fiber optics box. So when we've unlocked the telecom tower, which is something we need to add into here, then that will give us internet and such through here. Well, let's just see what happens with that first of all. Looks like it's not connected. Let me fix. Yep, there we go. Power is sorted. So we are probably now... Oh, that's water. We are probably now bringing in consuming, trade, importing. 1.7. So we're going to import whatever we need, which at the moment isn't a huge amount. Okay. Traffic is really picking up. Let's just maybe take a couple of moments to have a look at our traffic and see what's going on. So we've got a load of traffic coming down here and sitting at these traffic lights. So this is a bit of an odd-shaped junction. Thank you. But we're going to work with it. So look, I'll kind of come around this side. There's no buildings. We are going to use the traffic light mod. Let's just close that. Traffic lights enhancement. We're going to click that and do split phasing and a exclusive pedestrian phase for 2 seconds. There we go. We're going to save that. And then we're going to just give this a bit of a watch here. So I'm zooming out so we can see the traffic in all the different places and just see how that works. Yeah, I'm just thinking I'm going to make a couple of little changes here. Let's just slow things down a minute. So over here, we've got a lot of people taking this lane to turn right, and then we're hitting this one here. So yeah, I think we could definitely add in some asymmetrical rows to sort of help things go a little bit there. And then I want to change this here. So we've only got a right-hand turn. So then those two, oh, that's an auto save. Those two can go straight on just to try and help a bit. Do I want these all coming out there, or could I make that a one-way? I'm going to make this a one-way in. I've changed my mind. Let me just grab this lane here and go like so. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll change up the, it's this one here. We'll change this one up so it goes there, but not there. And then you go there, you go there. Good. So then anybody else that wants to leave is either going to take this one just a little bit further on, or they'll come out down there. Yeah, let's try that to keep things moving along. Also, we've got so many cars coming down here. I definitely think we need asymmetric roads sort of going out like that. And then down here, it's not too bad. That's fine. We're going to add an asymmetric road there. But we're going to change... Do we want them going straight across? That's the cemetery. If they didn't, they'd go round the roundabout and back up again. Yeah, we're going to change that as well. So let's get the lane connector tool. And we're going to say, Hugo there and Hugo there. Hugo, don't go there. You don't go there. And that's it. For that one, that's fine. So these here now should use all the lanes because now they've got options. You'll notice they'll take this outside lane and stay in it for going straight on, rather than everybody takes this middle lane because they know they could have gone straight on and right here. So that works a bit better. So that should get rid of all of this traffic here. I mean, all these taxis are just people moving in. So eventually that's all going to go. I'm not overly concerned about that. The only other problem we've done here is because we've made this 3 lanes, is it's now only 1 lane for turning right. So we've actually bottlenecked our own lane system, and we can't use the lane connection tool site on a roundabout. It just doesn't work. I'm just wondering whether if I stick 4 lanes on the end, just the end bit, whether we get an extra right-hand turn. I can't see. Okay, I'm going to pause the game. I'm going to make sure that is like that. I think that's going to be a right, straight on and 2 left. Let's have a look. Let's, sorry, for science. Oh, no, you know what I've done, don't you? Why are you underground? Come back. I deleted the lane thing. We don't actually know what it was now. Let's go back to a 3. Okay, so it's a 3 like that with 1 right-hand turn. And then we'll go back to a 4. There we go. We'll pause. Really? It just doesn't give us the arrow to see, and it's all going a bit Pete-Tong here. Okay, I'm just going to sort of redo this. Hang on. I'll be back with you. Right, this is back to how it was. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to downgrade this to 2 here and not all the way back. So let's just do a little bit of stuff here. I want it to 2 back to there. So we'll get that. We'll upgrade. Okay. So that's 2. That's still going to give us a left on that arrow there, but I'm not overly concerned because then what I'm going to do is delete this, and I'm going to take a single lane, where are we? This one here, that bypasses all of this. That is the idea. So if we go, come on, there's 3 lanes here and 1 lane there, so you should not mind. Is it because I've got that on? Let's try that again then. What the monkeys is going on? Why? Why, game? Why? Please connect. Okay, let's try again. Okay, so there's an extra lane there. So I should be able to hook into that lane and just come out and go around. I bet it's because it's like a bridge thing right next to it. If we go back further. Okay, we're going to have some 2 lanes here. So we've got a bit of 2 lane that isn't a bridge. I think that's what's causing the issue. And then if we take this one, go from there. Game! Seriously now, I can do this. There we go. So I'm going to go to there. We're then going to go to a bridge piece. Go across there. We're then going to go to a normal piece. In fact, I don't even want that one on. And can we just anarchy that in like so? There's going to be a lot of cutting across there, and you turned into a sort of piece I didn't want, but never mind. There's going to be a lot of cutting across the lanes there, unless we just change this one piece here. We're going to, I'm going to dive into the road builder. We are going to take this one, and I'm going to add another car lane in there. So here, everyone's going to freak out. What? Where's the car lane gone? Is it on the wrong side? It's on the wrong side. Okay, we're going to add another car lane here, and it's going to go the other way. Yeah, otherwise that's going to happen. Don't unpause, please. There we go. So this all, yes. There we go. Excellent. So now all 3 of these lanes have got somewhere to go. So this is a custom. There we go. Custom 4-lane asymmetric. Yeah, I know what I mean. One of those. That's it. So then over here, stop doing things like that. So then over here, we are going to do a bit more Hugo there. So this one's going to go that way. That's not going to go that way. That's just going to go straight on. And then Hugo there into both lanes. So then this lane here has now got a purpose, which... I mean, where are we forcing that one to go? That one is going in there. So no one's going to... Yeah, people will take that if they're going right. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So then what you should see back here... yeah, they're splitting off to go off. That's basically what we're seeing here. So that can go there. You go there. Yeah, that's fine. Good. So all of that traffic then should miss the roundabouts. They should come straight out here, which they will do. Little trick of the trade. Remove the crossing, and they'll just keep going and merge. There we go. So let's just keep an eye on this down. I'm going to put it back far enough so we can see that junction on the left and all that traffic down to the right and the roundabout in the middle. Let's keep an eye on it for a bit. What the heck is that tram doing? Why, what? Hang on. Stop. Trams are going up here and then reversing back again. Why are they doing that? You've got absolutely no reason to do that. You can continue along here all the way round. That is very strange. Now, I'm going to follow this tram, see where it's going. So it stops, because we're obviously getting round there. Oh, for goodness sake, go away. Hits that. And what line is that on? That is on tram line 3, which is the green one, and the green one goes straight on. So let's just continue on. Just let a load of people off that are all crossing. Let's just select the streetcar, follow. Oh, you do go straight on. Okay, tram line 3 is working. Let's wait for one of the other colours to come up here. Oh, here we go, a purple one. I was just removing some crossings over here, to be honest. There's like a weird crossing there. They can all cross over here. We don't want any weird crossings in there. Do I want a crossing down there? The next nearest one's over there. Yeah, we're going to remove... Oh, no, we'll leave that because they used it for crossing for the lights. Okay, this one I think is going to give us a problem. So this is on tram line 2, which is... You seem to be on the purple, but that's going in the other direction. So I bet if I follow you, you're going to hit that. You're going to turn round. So now you're on the correct side. So something strange is going on. I'm going to follow you and see where you go. Okay, all the way round past our new Netherlands houses, picking up lots of lovely people, which is what we'd expect. Then all the way down the side, all the way around the bottom section, and then we know it's going to go up and round and sort of cut back on itself, so that's okay. So dropping people off, yes, dropping people off. We'll come back and decorate that and put paths and things. So then... Goodbye. So then that should now come along here and go around that way. You're thinking about it, aren't you? You're doing it. 1 second. Very slowly. I don't know why so slowly. I'm in 1 speed. That's why. That's how the game works. So let's just see what happens when we get all the way around to where the traffic is. Thinking about it. There's nobody at the stop. Keep going. And here we come. Oh, game. Stop with the error. I think it's going to hit this and go back again. Let's just see. Letting loads of people off. Oh, it's slowed down again because of the error popped up. So it's this one here we're watching. No, and it goes through. Is it going to go all the way through? It does. That is extremely strange. And then it's, yeah, I know there's a load of trees on there. And then it carries on doing what it's doing. Do you know what? I think... Is it something to do with the way the train depot connects up? Because it connects up down here and goes in both directions. So, to be honest, it's not affecting the route. I think we're just going to leave it running, and I'm just going to concentrate on fixing this junction, which is almost fixed. I think we need an extra lane down here as well. Let me sort that out. Really liking the details in this area. These shops are just looking fantastic, and with the additional parking that I've added around the outside of the park as well, it's very walkable. People are walking to get all over the place. We are seeing some vehicles, of course. Hopefully one day that will change with bikes. We will have to see. But I think this is looking very good. Some of these have upgraded already to a taller variation of the asset, and that's looking fantastic. And this little junction over here, oh man, I was going to say we'd completely fixed it. We had. What is the time of day? It is, it's rush hour in the morning, so we're always going to have more traffic. But it's not too bad. Once rush hour goes down, the traffic gets through. We've used a lot of custom roads. They're driving over the side of the pavement. I know. We may fix that, we may not. But I'm thinking overall, our little skyline here is not looking too shabby indeed. Well, we've increased our population from just about 14,000 to over 20,000 citizens, and apart from a brief little traffic jam that we very quickly took care of, the city flourishes still. If you enjoyed the video today, a like would be great, and why not subscribe too so you don't miss the next one. And as always, a massive thank you to all my patrons. You can see their names scrolling up the screen right now. And a special thank you to 3 new subscribers from the past week: Salty Cupcake, Dinka, and Ash Pringle. There's a link in the description below if you wish to check out what you can receive as a reward for being a patron. I hope you've all had a great day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all very soon for some more Teasmania.